Reversing a caravan is one of those things that almost every beginner worries about, and if I'm being honest, I was exactly the same when I first started. You can feel confident driving forward, you can feel comfortable towing on the road, but the moment someone says just reverse it into that spot, everything changes. I remember my first time reversing a caravan, sitting there, looking in the mirrors, turning the wheel and thinking, why is this going the opposite way to what I expected? And that's where most of the confusion starts because reversing a caravan isn't difficult, but it is different. And once you understand how it works, it becomes a lot easier. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through it step by step in a simple, practical way so you can understand what's actually happening, what to focus on, and how to build confidence without stress. Now let's start with the most important thing, understanding how a caravan moves when you reverse, because this is where most beginners get caught out. When you reverse a car, you turn the wheel left and the car goes left. Simple. But when you're towing a caravan, the opposite happens. You turn the steering wheel left and the caravan starts to move right. And that's what throws people off. I remember the first time I realized this properly. I turned the wheel thinking I was doing the right thing, and suddenly the caravan started going the other way. And I had to stop, take a breath, and reset. And that's something you'll do at the beginning, and that's completely normal. Now, here's the key idea that makes everything easier. Think of the bottom of your steering wheel, not the top, the bottom. If you move your hand at the bottom of the wheel to the left, the caravan will go left. If you move it to the right, the caravan will go right. This simple trick changes everything because it gives you a direct way to control the direction without overthinking it. Now, before you even start reversing, there's something else that makes a huge difference, your setup. You want to make sure you've got enough space. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is trying to reverse into tight spots too early. I remember doing that once, thinking I could manage it, and it just made things harder than they needed to be. So when you're learning, give yourself space, wide open areas, empty car parks, places where you can practice without pressure. Now let's talk about mirrors, because these are your best tool when reversing. You want to be checking both mirrors constantly, not just one, both, because they give you a clear view of what the caravan is doing. And at the beginning, it might feel like a lot to think about: steering, mirrors, speed. But the key is to slow everything down. Reversing slowly gives you time to adjust, time to correct, time to stay in control. And that's something I learned early on. Slow is smooth, and smooth is controlled. Now, here's another important point. Don't be afraid to stop. If something doesn't feel right, stop, reset, straighten up, and try again. There's no pressure to get it perfect in one go. And that's something that takes the stress out of it, knowing that you can take your time. Because reversing a caravan isn't about getting it perfect straight away. It's about learning how it responds and adjusting as you go. And once you understand that, everything starts to feel a lot more manageable. Now that you understand the basics of how a caravan moves when reversing, let's start building a simple step-by-step approach that you can follow every time, because having a routine makes a big difference, especially when you're still learning. The first step is positioning. Before you even start reversing, you want to set yourself up properly, and this is something that can make or break your entire attempt. I remember early on, I didn't pay enough attention to positioning. I'd just stop somewhere and try to reverse from there. And what I realized quickly was that if your starting position isn't right, everything becomes harder. So what you want to do is give yourself enough room to turn. Pull forward slightly past where you want the caravan to end up and angle your vehicle so you've got space to work with. Now, once you're in position, the next step is to start reversing slowly. And I mean really slowly. This is not something you rush. The slower you go, the more control you have. Now, as you start moving back, you'll begin to turn the steering wheel slightly in the direction you want the caravan to go, using that bottom of the wheel trick we talked about earlier. And here's the key: small movements. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is turning the wheel too much. And when that happens, the caravan reacts quickly and suddenly you're overcorrecting. I remember doing that a few times, turning too much, then trying to correct, and it just became a bit messy. So keep your movements small and controlled. Now, as the caravan starts to move into position, you'll need to start straightening the wheel to follow it in. And this is where you'll start to get a feel for it, because reversing a caravan is less about thinking and more about feeling how it responds and adjusting accordingly. Now, here's something important. Don't try to do everything in one smooth motion at the beginning. Break it into small steps, reverse a little, stop, check your mirrors, adjust, and continue. And this is exactly how I learned, not trying to be perfect, just taking it step by step. Now let's talk about using a spotter, because this can be very helpful, especially when you're starting out. If you've got someone with you, they can guide you from outside, helping you see things you might not see from the driver's seat. But communication is key. You want clear signals, simple instructions, and no confusion, because the last thing you want is mixed signals when you're trying to reverse. Now, if you don't have a spotter, that's completely fine. Take your time, use your mirrors, and if needed, get out and check. There's nothing wrong with stopping, getting out, and having a look. In fact, it's one of the best things you can do, because it gives you a clear understanding of where you are and what adjustments you need to make. And over time, you'll need to do that less and less as your confidence builds. Now, let's talk about something that every beginner experiences: oversteering. This is when you turn the wheel too much and the caravan starts to jackknife. And when that happens, the best thing to do is not panic. Stop, pull forward slightly to straighten everything up, and then start again. And this is completely normal when you're learning. So don't see it as a mistake, see it as part of the process, because every time you correct it, you learn something. And that's how you improve. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Now that you've got a solid step-by-step approach to reversing a caravan, this is where things really start to come together, because we're going to move from understanding the basics into building real confidence, and that's where most people start to notice a big shift. I remember there was a point where reversing stopped feeling confusing and started feeling manageable. It didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen because I suddenly became an expert. It happened because I repeated the same simple steps over and over again until it started to make sense. And that's the key: repetition. Now let's talk about something that really helps accelerate that learning process, and that's practicing in the right environment. One of the best things you can do is find a quiet, open space, like an empty car park. No pressure, no obstacles, no one watching. Just you, your vehicle, and your caravan. And this is exactly what I did early on. I'd go to a quiet area and just practice reversing into imaginary spaces, not worrying about being perfect, just getting a feel for how the caravan responded. And the more I did that, the more comfortable it became. Now here's a simple exercise you can try. Set up a couple of markers, maybe cones, or even just visual points, and practice reversing between them. Start wide, give yourself plenty of room, and then gradually make it a bit tighter as you improve, because what you're doing is building muscle memory. And once that starts to develop, you don't have to think as much. Your body starts to respond automatically. Now let's talk about another important factor: angles. Understanding angles makes a big difference when reversing a caravan. If you approach your reversing angle properly, everything becomes easier. But if your angle is too tight or too awkward, it makes the process harder. I remember learning this the hard way, trying to reverse from a poor angle and struggling. then adjusting my starting position and realizing how much easier it became. So take the time to set yourself up properly before you start reversing. Now let's talk about speed again because it's worth repeating. Slow is your best friend when reversing a caravan. The slower you go, the more time you have to react, to adjust, and to stay in control. And this is something you'll hear experienced caravanners say all the time because it works. Now, here's something else that helps a lot staying calm. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference because when you're calm, you make better decisions. You're more aware, more controlled, and more confident. But when you're stressed or rushed, that's when mistakes happen. I remember feeling that pressure early on, especially in caravan parks where other people were around. But once I realized that taking my time actually made things easier, everything changed. Now let's talk about another common situation, reversing into a campsite. This is where everything comes together, positioning, steering, speed, and awareness. And at first, it might feel like a lot, but if you break it down into steps, it becomes manageable. Position properly, reverse slowly, make small adjustments, check your mirrors, and don't be afraid to stop and reset. And that's really the process. Now, here's something important. Every experienced caravaner you see out there has been through this exact stage. They've all had moments where things didn't go perfectly. So don't compare yourself to someone who's been doing it for years. Focus on your own progress because every time you reverse your caravan, you're getting better. And that's what builds confidence. Not getting it perfect, but getting better. Now, as we bring everything together, I want to focus on something that really matters, and that's confidence, because this is what you're really building when you learn how to reverse a caravan. At the beginning, it might feel awkward. You might second guess yourself. You might need to stop and reset a few times, and that's completely normal. I remember those early days clearly where reversing felt like the hardest part of caravanning. But over time, something changes. You start to understand how the caravan moves. You start to feel more in control. And the things that once felt difficult start to feel manageable. And that's when confidence starts to build. Now, here's the important part. Confidence doesn't come from getting it right every time. It comes from learning how to handle it when things don't go perfectly. Because that's what will happen sometimes. You might misjudge an angle, you might need to pull forward and try again, and that's all part of it. So instead of trying to avoid mistakes, learn how to deal with them, because once you do that, the pressure disappears. Now let's quickly go over the key points again, because repetition helps things stick. Understand how the caravan moves, use the bottom of the steering wheel, go slow, make small adjustments, position properly, use your mirrors, and don't be afraid to stop and reset. And most importantly, practice. Because practice is what turns all of this into something natural. Now let's talk about mindset one more time. If you go into reversing thinking it's difficult, stressful, or something to avoid, that's how it will feel. But if you approach it as a skill you're learning, something that improves over time, it becomes much easier because you take the pressure off yourself. Now, here's something I want you to remember. There's no rush. You don't have to get it perfect today. You just have to get a little bit better each time. And before you know it, you'll be reversing your caravan with confidence. And that's when everything becomes more enjoyable because you're no longer worried about the hardest part. You're just enjoying the experience. So if you're starting out, take your time, practice, and keep things simple. Because once you understand how it works, reversing a caravan becomes just another part of the journey. And if you want more simple, practical caravanning advice like this, make sure you hit subscribe because I'll be helping you every step of the way.